Good late morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It is actually almost lunchtime, and I am just getting out for my walk today. It was 16 degrees this morning when we woke up, and there was no way I was going to get out and walk with it being that cold. I checked the forecast, and it said that it was going to get up to 34 today. So I thought, I'm going to wait and walk when it's warmer. So it's 29 right now. It's a little more better than 16 degrees. We actually just came back from breakfast. I already had my first meal of the day. Didn't video, but I did take a picture of my breakfast. So Ed decided to stay home today from hunting. He just wanted to rest. It's hard on his body with all he's been through with his accident and everything to go, you know. So he needed a break today, and his buddy went on out to the woods this morning to hunt. And so we were sitting there, and I said, do you want to go to breakfast? And he's like, sure. So we went to a little restaurant in our town. This restaurant used to have on their menu an omelet called the Philly cheesesteak omelet. It's like what you would get in a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, but it's all in an omelet. And then they serve cream cheese on the side where you can put that on the top. And it's so good. So way back, I went in there and it wasn't on the menu anymore. And I'm like, what? Because that's one of my favorite things to get when I'm there. So I asked the waitress if they could make me one. And they do every time. I ask them, can you get me the Philly cheesesteak omelet? And they say, sure. So I got that today with some tomato slices, and it was so good and so filling. I had a couple of cups of coffee with some half and half, and I'm feeling pretty stuffed. I'll be back later to check in with you and let you know what's going on in my day. I'll see you everybody. Soon. We are out for our midday walk. I got Sapphira with me, and it's warmed up a little bit, but it's still pretty cold out here today. Earlier this morning, I went 2 miles. I was going to go 3, but it was pretty cold and I didn't have my earmuffs and my hand warmers ran out of a charge and I was freezing. So I cut it short. So I'm just taking an extra walk with her to get some extra steps in. I have about 7,000 steps in right now. My goal every day is to reach 12,000 steps, but I don't always hit that. It's just a goal. It's just a number that I work hard each day to hit. And if I don't hit it, I don't get upset about it. I just know that that's a target that I'd like to work toward. I think sometimes we can really get caught up on the numbers and lose our focus on what it's all about. And that is just being active. And as active as we can be throughout the day, I know that people have busy lives and busy schedules. Sometimes you just aren't able to get out and get the exercise that you would like. But if you are just being consistent and working toward it as much as you can, you're going to see the results. Don't be discouraged if you're not able to hit those goals because of time, or because you're just plain tired, or because you don't feel well, or because you have a busy, hectic day. Don't get discouraged. Just keep being consistent and do your best, you know? Something I like to say is do your best and let God do the rest, you know? Pray about it, be consistent, and just work toward your health goals as often as you can. And you'll get there. Did have earlier, I sat and had a latte. I made an espresso and used some of my macadamia nut milk that I steamed in it and drank that. The guys are at the house right now. They're getting ready to go out for an evening hunt. And so I haven't done a lot of videoing just because guys in the house, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes. So I'm going to be making something tonight that is a version of something that I have made for you all many times on this channel. I've showed you the Big Mac salad and Big Mac burgers. Today I'm going to do a Big Mac burger bowl for dinner, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. It's kind of just a deconstructed Big Mac salad, basically. So that's what's going on right now. I'll be back in a little bit. So it's almost dinner time. I am cooking up some ground beef. I have 1 pound of ground beef in this skillet. I put a little bit of this campfire grilling seasoning on there. It's just like a steak seasoning. It's got like salt, pepper, onion, garlic, celery, that kind of thing. So I'm just gonna brown this up, and then I'm gonna drain the fat off, and then I'm gonna put my Big Mac burger bowl together. Right here I have some Big Mac sauce. I'm gonna use a little bit of this on my burger bowl as my dressing or my sauce. I have a recipe for this that I'm gonna link down below. This is great as a burger topper. I forgot to show you a really important step. So I have about a 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese here that I shredded up myself, and I have some heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put about a 1/4 cup of the heavy whipping cream on this and a 1/4 cup of the cheddar cheese and get it all mixed in and melted. So I'm trying to hold my camera while I'm doing all this. This really helps to melt the cheese into the meat, and you don't have to add cheese to your bowl that's already in here. So just wanted to show you that little step. I'm gonna let this cook through for a little bit more, and I'll be back. So I'm getting ready to have my dinner. It is almost 5 o'clock, and I have an online class that I have to take at 6 p.m. And then after that, I have a coaching call that I have to do. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off as soon as I show you my burger bowl here. This looks delicious. So I have underneath here a couple of cups of green leaf lettuce. I diced up a tiny bit of onion and put that on here as well. And about a 1/3 pound of the ground beef mixture with the cheese and the heavy cream all melted in. And I have my Big Mac sauce here. I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons of that on top of there. And then just for fun, you know how the Big Macs have a sesame seed bun? Well, I have a jar of sesame seeds. I'm gonna sprinkle about a 1/2 teaspoon of the sesame seeds over the top. And this is gonna be my dinner. And I also have some Zevia creamy root beer. I like it poured over crushed ice. It's such a treat. I won't be doing a root beer float. I've had enough cream today in my coffees, but if you want something sweet, you can take a sugar-free root beer, pour it over some crushed ice, add a little dash of some heavy whipping cream, mix it all up, and it's like a delicious root beer float. I haven't made any of those lately just because I've just been watching my calorie intake and my fat intake. But on occasion, when we have a movie night, which we haven't had in a while because just a lot of stuff has been going on with hunting and all that. But when we do have a movie night, I will make a creamy root beer float, and I will have that as a treat when we're watching the movies. And so I still have it, but just not as often. So root beer here, burger bowl here, and that's gonna be it for me for the rest of the evening. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was short and sweet today, but there's just a lot going on. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribed, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you real soon. God bless.